Did you know that no one can steal the peace that God has placed in your heart unless you let them? True peace doesn't come from the world. It doesn't come from circumstances. It comes from faith in Mom, the one who holds all things in his hands. How many times have you allowed someone's words to wound you? How many times have you let their negativity steal the joy that God has given you? How many nights have you lain awake carrying burdens that you should have surrendered to Him? Hear this. The peace of God is not like the peace of this world. Jesus said, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled, and do not be afraid." John 14:27. What does that mean? It means you don't have to fight to control everything. You don't have to let your soul be tossed by the waves of this world. God has placed within you a peace that is unshakable, a peace that cannot be stolen. If you put your trust in Him, people will test you, words will wound you, but instead of letting them eat away at your heart, surrender it all to God. Let Him fight for you. Today, I'm going to show you how to walk in divine peace, how to surrender your pain to God, how to let Him be your stronghold so that no one can break you down. You are not a slave to your emotions. Take back your power. Most people drift through life believing that emotions just happen to them, like sudden storms, unpredictable, uncontrollable, and inevitable. But that's a lie. Emotions are not wild forces beyond your control. They are responses, and responses can be mastered. Think about it. Two people can go through the exact same situation but react in completely different ways. Someone cuts them off in traffic, one erupts in rage, the other barely notices and keeps driving. The difference isn't in the event, it's in the person. Do you know who understood this better than most? Nelson Mandela. Imagine spending 27 years locked away, humiliated, treated as less than human. He had every reason to let bitterness consume him, to let rage define him. But when he walked free, he didn't seek revenge, he sought reconciliation. Why? Because he knew something most people don't. Anger is a prison, and only those who master their emotions walk in true freedom. The moment you realize that you, not your circumstances, not other people, are in charge of how you feel, you take back a level of power that most will never experience. You stop being a puppet to other people's words and actions. You stop reacting. You start leading. The trap of emotional reactivity. Let's get real. When someone disrespects you, what's your first instinct? Maybe it's to snap back, to prove that they can't talk to you that way. But pause for a second. What do you actually gain from that? In most cases, reacting emotionally only gives them what they want. Your energy, your focus, your peace. They now control your mood. They walk away knowing they got under your skin while you carry the anger long after they've moved on. Is that the kind of power you want to hand over? Because every time you let someone dictate your emotions, that's exactly what you're doing. That's not strength, that's not power, that's weakness in disguise. Real power is not in retaliation, it's in restraint. It's in looking someone in the eye, knowing they are trying to provoke you, and choosing not to take the bait. This is the same power that Jesus demonstrated. When he was falsely accused, mocked, and spat on before his crucifixion, he had every right to respond with fury. He had the power to silence his accusers in an instant. Yet he remained silent. He was oppressed and afflicted, yet he did not open his mouth. He was led like a lamb to the slaughter, and as a sheep before its shearers is silent, so he did not open his mouth. Isaiah 53:7. That silence was not weakness. It was supreme control. It was the kind of strength that comes from knowing that no insult, no false accusation, no amount of hatred could take away his true identity. Now imagine if you carry that same level of inner strength. Imagine someone standing in front of you, insulting you, provoking you, waiting for you to explode. Now picture yourself smiling, nodding, and walking away, completely unshaken. Do you know how powerful that is? Do you know how frustrating it is for someone who thrives on drama to see that you refuse to engage? It's like throwing wood on a fire, only to realize it won't burn. This is what true self-control looks like. This is what real power feels like. How do you gain that kind of strength? Let me be clear, this isn't about suppressing emotions or pretending things don't bother you. It's about recognizing that your peace is too valuable to be handed over to people who do not deserve it. And here's the truth, you can't do this alone. The world will tell you to stay calm and just let it go. But let's be honest, in your own strength, that's impossible. Some wounds cut too deep. Some words replay in your mind long after they're spoken. Some betrayals feel impossible to forgive. But this is where God steps in. Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. 1 Peter 5:7. Instead of trying to suppress your emotions, surrender them. Instead of replaying that insult in your mind, release it to God. Instead of letting bitterness take root, let him fight for you. The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. Exodus 14:14. That's the key. Being still doesn't mean doing nothing. It means trusting that God will handle what you don't have to. Walking in unshakable peace today, you have a choice. You can keep living like most people, reacting, defending, allowing every word and every situation to dictate your emotions, or you can rise higher. You can step into a level of peace and strength that only comes from trusting in the one who controls it all. So the next time someone tries to steal your peace, ask yourself, who really holds the power here? If your answer is anything other than God, it's time to take it back. Whoever controls your emotions, controls you. Take back your power. If someone can make you angry just by speaking, just by doing something you don't like, who really has the power? It's not you, it's them. They own your emotions. They dictate your peace. And the worst part, they probably don't even care. They go home, they sleep soundly. Meanwhile, you sit there replaying the moment over and over, feeding the anger, letting it ruin your day, maybe even your entire week. You deserve better than that. You deserve peace. And peace is not something the world gives. It's something you choose. Jesus said, "Peace I leave with you. My peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives." John 14:27. That means your peace doesn't come from circumstances, people, or what they say about you. It comes from God. But the moment you let someone else dictate your emotions, you hand them the key to your mind, your energy, your spirit. So let me ask you, are you willing to give that away so easily? Think of it this way. Imagine you had $1,000 in your pocket. A stranger walks up and demands $500 just because they feel like it. Would you hand it over? Absolutely not. You'd protect what's yours. So why do you treat your peace any differently? Every time you allow someone to pull you into their negativity, you are giving away something far more valuable than money. You're handing them a piece of your focus, your mental stability. And let's be honest, most people who try to get a reaction out of you, they're not worth it. Their opinions don't define you. Their negativity is not your responsibility. Their drama is their burden, not yours. This is not about being passive. It's not about letting people walk all over you. It's about wisdom. It's about recognizing that true power is in restraint. Jesus himself was mocked, falsely accused, spit on, and yet he was oppressed and afflicted, yet he did not open his mouth. Isaiah 53:7. Why? Because he understood that his purpose was greater than their insults. And so is yours. So today, make a decision. Decide that no one will ever have that kind of control over you again. No words, no actions, no disrespect will ever make you lose yourself. Your energy is sacred. Your peace is priceless. And your focus belongs to God, not to people who seek to pull you down. Let them talk. Let them provoke. You, keep walking. Master your emotions. Master your life. The people who win in life are not the ones who react to every insult, every inconvenience, every moment of frustration. They are the ones who control their emotions instead of letting their emotions control them. Think about the greatest leaders, the most successful people. Do you ever see them wasting energy on petty conflicts? No, they stay focused while everyone else is distracted. They make wise decisions while others act on impulse. And if you want to step into your highest potential, you have to start thinking the same way. You must stop giving emotional discounts to people who haven't earned a place in your mind. Not everything deserves your reaction. Not everything deserves your energy. Your emotions are not free currency to be handed out to every situation that arises. They are yours to protect. So how do you do that? By training yourself. Just like strengthening a muscle, self-control is something you develop over time. And the best way to start is by following this simple framework. Breathe. So, the moment you feel anger or frustration rising, stop. Take a slow, deep breath. This isn't just about calming down. It's about resetting your mind and reclaiming control before your emotions take over. Balance, kunbang. Ask yourself, is this really worth my energy? Will this matter a week from now? A year from now? Most of the time you'll realize the answer is no. And if it's not worth it, don't give it your attention. Bless, ban fook. Instead of reacting with negativity, respond with grace. That might mean walking away, staying silent, or even offering kindness. This doesn't mean you're weak, it means you're in control. Jesus himself said, "Bless those who curse you, pray for those who mistreat you." Luke 6:28. Why? Because when you refuse to engage in negativity, you disarm it completely. Practical steps to strengthen your emotional discipline. If you want to master your emotions, don't just think about it, practice it. Try this challenge for the next 7 days. Day 1, write down the situations or people that often trigger your emotions. Awareness is the first step. Day 2 to 4, whenever someone says something negative, pause. Don't react immediately. Take a deep breath and remind yourself that you choose your response. Day 5 to 7, before responding to any conflict, read a verse or a powerful quote that centers you. Try this. A fool gives full vent to his spirit, but a wise man quietly holds it back. Proverbs 29:11. Let this truth guide your actions. By the end of the week, you'll start noticing a change. The things that used to trigger you won't have the same power. The people who used to get under your skin won't feel as important because you took back control. Emotional mastery is not about being passive. It's not about letting people walk over you. It's about wisdom. It's about recognizing that every time you react emotionally, you give away your power. But when you learn to pause, when you learn to breathe before reacting, when you learn to walk away from things that don't serve your purpose, that's when you step into real strength. That's when you become untouchable. So decide today, no one, no words, no situation will ever steal your peace again. Because when you control your emotions, you control your future. Mastering silence, the power few possess. From this moment forward, make the decision. I control my emotions. I control my energy. And no one, no matter who they are, no matter what they say, will ever take that power away from me again. The world tells you that power is in volume, that dominance is in being the loudest in the room, that strength is in making sure everyone hears your side. But let me tell you something, real power, true unshakable power is in silence. It's in the man who doesn't flinch when others try to provoke him. It's in the woman who doesn't respond when they expect her to break. It's in the leader who knows that not every battle is worth fighting, not every insult deserves a response, and not every fool is worth engaging. Silence is not weakness, it's mastery. Silence doesn't mean submission. Silence doesn't mean you let people walk all over you. Silence is the ultimate display of self-control. It shows that you are so confident, so unshaken in who you are, that you don't need to explain, defend, or argue. You simply let your presence, your actions, and your results speak for you. There's a reason why the most dangerous people in the world are often the quietest. The ones who don't flinch, who don't react, who don't let emotions dictate their moves. Those are the people you do not underestimate. Because when you are silent, you become unpredictable, and unpredictability is power. If people always know how to push your buttons, if they can predict your every reaction, then they own you. They control your emotions like a puppet. But when you embrace silence, when you learn to sit in your stillness, suddenly they don't know what's coming. They don't know if you're angry, if you're calm, if you're planning your next move. And that uncertainty, that's where power lives. The strategy of silence, how you take back control. Think about the last time someone tried to provoke you. Maybe they insulted you, questioned your integrity, or tried to drag you into their negativity. Now imagine if instead of reacting, instead of getting pulled into their drama, you just looked at them, smiled, walked away. Do you know how frustrating that is for someone who thrives on conflict? It destroys them, because people who provoke you need your reaction. That's their fuel. It's what gives them power. But when you give them nothing, not a word, not an emotion, not even a flinch, you strip them of their control. You take their power away. and you keep yours. Mastering the discipline of silence. In a world where everyone is quick to speak, quick to argue, quick to prove a point, the person who stays quiet holds all the power. Because words lose meaning when they're thrown around carelessly. Everyone is talking, but few are actually listening. Everyone is arguing, but few are actually winning. When you choose silence over senseless debate, you elevate yourself. You show that your energy is too valuable to be wasted on meaningless conversations. You show that you operate on a different level, one of wisdom, control, and restraint. And that is what sets you apart. The world was changed by those who knew when to speak and when not to. There is a time to use your voice, but there is also a time to withhold it. Not every thought needs to be spoken. Not every argument needs your participation. Not every battle is worth fighting. Some of the most powerful moves in history have been made in silence. A look, a pause, a refusal to engage. Jesus himself demonstrated this. When he was falsely accused, mocked, and insulted before his crucifixion, he had every right to respond. He had every right to speak. Yet, he was oppressed and afflicted, yet he did not open his mouth. Isaiah 53:7. That was not weakness. That was strength under absolute control. Because sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is say nothing at all. Silence forces people to reflect. It forces them to wonder. It forces them to deal with their own words instead of feeding off of yours. The ones who never stop talking, who always need to prove a point, who react to everything, they are easy to manipulate. Their emotions control them. But the one who stays silent, who doesn't react, that person is dangerous in the best way possible. That person is unreadable. That person holds the upper hand in every situation. Because while others are busy talking, they are observing. While others are caught up in the moment, they are thinking 5 steps ahead. And that is what makes them powerful. The final decision. Will you own your emotions or let them own you? Silence is discipline. It takes strength to hold your tongue when you know you could win an argument. It takes restraint to walk away when someone is trying to provoke you. But every time you choose silence over reaction, you prove to yourself that you are in control. You are not ruled by impulse. You are not owned by your emotions. You move on your terms. And let me tell you, there is no greater advantage in life than that. Because when you can control yourself, nothing and no one can control you. That is a level of freedom most people will never experience. But if you learn to master silence, you will have it. The strongest forces in nature don't announce themselves. The ocean doesn't need to explain its depth. The mountain doesn't apologize for standing tall. And the most powerful people in the world, they move quietly. They don't feel the need to broadcast every thought, every plan, every emotion. They let people wonder. They let their success, their discipline, their presence speak for them. And that is exactly what you need to do. The strength of stillness. A mountain does not tremble because the wind howls. A deep ocean does not stir because a pebble is thrown into it. And you are not meant to be shaken by the smallness of others. So the next time someone disrespects you, the next time someone tries to bait you into anger, the next time someone expects you to react, don't. Just be still, just smile, just walk away. Because in that moment, you've already won. Refuse to carry what isn't yours. People will throw their negativity at you. They will hurl their opinions, their criticisms, their insecurities, and their frustrations in your direction. Some will do it with intention, trying to bring you down. Others will do it unknowingly, projecting their pain onto you because they haven't dealt with it themselves. But no matter where it comes from, you have a choice. Will you absorb it? Let it sink into your mind. Let it shape how you see yourself. Or will you simply recognize it for what it is and let it pass through you, like the wind through the trees? The people who can't be broken. The difference between those who crumble under pressure and those who remain unshaken is simple. They don't take things personally. They understand the source but refuse to absorb the negativity. They don't let temporary words define their permanent identity. Because here's the truth. People who are truly at peace, people who are fulfilled, they don't attack others. They don't need to. Only hurt people try to hurt people. Only insecure people try to make others feel small. When you understand that, you stop letting their words hold weight. You stop carrying emotions that were never yours to begin with. Imagine someone walks up to you holding a lit match. They want to see an explosion. They want to see a reaction. You have two choices. Be the fire. React. Ignite. Let their anger fuel yours. Be the water. Stay cool. Stay steady. Extinguish their flame with your peace. The world is full of people walking around with matches, looking for someone to set off. Don't be their fire. Be their end. The choice is yours. Negativity is like a gift. You don't have to accept it. When someone hands you their bitterness, their anger, their pain, you can choose to hold it, or you can let it drop to the ground where it belongs. That's a decision only you can make. One of the greatest skills you can develop in life is emotional detachment, not from people, but from their negativity. This doesn't mean you stop caring. It doesn't mean you become cold or indifferent. It means you stop being a sponge for other people's toxic energy. It means you stop letting their storms turn into your storms. Because if you allow every rude comment, every disagreement, every moment of negativity to affect you, you'll never have peace. You'll always be at the mercy of someone else's emotions. And that is not power. That is surrendering control. The cost of absorbing negativity. Think about it. How many times has someone's bad mood ruined your good one? How many times have you carried the weight of someone else's words long after they've forgotten they even said them? How many nights have you lost sleep over an argument that didn't deserve a second thought? This is what happens when you absorb everything. You carry burdens that were never meant for you. You allow the energy of others to dictate your own, and over time, it drains you. But those who understand without absorbing, they move through life lighter. They don't hold on to grudges. They don't let petty arguments control them. They don't waste energy fighting battles that don't matter. And that is what makes them unstoppable. Be the mountain, unshaken, unmoved. A mountain does not crumble because the wind howls. A deep ocean does not tremble because a pebble is thrown into it. And you are not meant to be shaken by the smallness of others. The next time someone tries to bring you down, don't react. Just observe. Is this coming from truth or from their own pain? Is this constructive or just an attempt to pull me into their storm? Because not everything deserves your energy. Not every comment needs a response. Not every battle is worth fighting. When you learn to separate yourself from the chaos of others, you step into true power. You stop absorbing. You stop reacting. You stop letting other people dictate your peace. Mastering the art of letting go. Let's be real. Some people need to see you upset. They thrive on reactions. They feel powerful when they can pull others into their negativity. They will test your patience. They will try to shake your foundation. They will throw their stress, their bitterness, their insecurity at you just to see if you'll break. But here's the truth. Their negativity is theirs, not yours. Imagine someone walks up to you and hands you a bag full of garbage. You have two choices. Take it. Carry it with you all day, letting the smell and the weight of it ruin your mood. Refuse it, recognize it for what it is, and walk away. That's exactly how negativity works. You do not have to accept it. You do not have to carry it. Your peace is your power. Your peace is not just a feeling, it's a fortress. It is the foundation of your clarity, your focus, your strength. Without it, you are vulnerable, easily shaken, easily distracted, easily controlled. But when you guard it like the most valuable treasure you own, nothing can break you. No person, no insult, no storm can disrupt what you have built inside. Because peace is not given, it is created. It is protected. And if you don't fight for it, the world will take it from you. The choice is yours. Every single day, people will test you. They will try to pull you into their chaos. They will try to drag you into arguments that steal your energy. But you have a choice. Engage or walk away. Absorb or let go. Fight battles that don't serve you or rise above them. The more you entertain negativity, the more it becomes a part of your reality. The more you allow yourself to be dragged into other people's problems, the more drained and distracted you become. And over time, you lose yourself. Not everyone deserves access to you, and not every conversation deserves your attention. Not every insult deserves your energy. Not every person deserves a place in your mind. The more you protect your peace, the stronger you become. The more you guard your energy, the more unstoppable you are. Because the person who controls their emotions controls their life. Real power is in knowing when to walk away. Real strength is in understanding that not everything deserves a response. The throne of your mind, who will you allow in? Imagine you are a ruler, seated high on the throne of your own kingdom. Your mind is your castle, your peace is your crown. Outside the walls, the noise is relentless. People are shouting, demanding your attention. Some are hurling insults, others are spreading rumors, trying to shake you. Now you have a choice. You could leave your throne, step down into the chaos, and try to argue with every voice that challenges you. But in doing so, you lower yourself. You abandon your position of power. Or you could stay seated, unmoved, unshaken, completely in control. Because at the end of the day, a king does not argue with every voice in the crowd. A queen does not explain herself to those who don't deserve her presence. That is how you must treat your life. You don't lower yourself to meet negativity. You rise above it. You stay seated on your throne. The weight you choose to carry. Protecting your peace means mastering the art of saying no. No to unnecessary drama. No to pointless debates. No to people who drain you instead of elevate you. Because everything you engage with, every conversation, every conflict, every distraction, either adds to your peace or takes away from it. And if something is not serving you, if it is not helping you grow, then it has no place in your world. Let it go. Distance yourself, move in silence. Because the truth is, people will talk. They will misunderstand you. They will criticize you. They will create their own version of you in their minds. And you know what? Let them. Their perception of you is not your responsibility. Their opinion of you does not define your reality. The moment you start living for their approval, you lose yourself. And your peace, it cannot coexist with the need for validation. The decision that changes everything you must choose. Peace or approval, clarity or chaos, power or pettiness. The day you stop explaining yourself, the day you stop proving yourself, the day you stop giving away your energy to battles that don't matter, that is the day you become untouchable. That is the day you become free. This is not about passivity. It's not about avoiding all conflict. It's about being intentional. It's about choosing your battles wisely. Not every fight is worth your time. Not every insult deserves your response. Some things resolve themselves without your involvement, and some things, no matter how much you argue, will never change. That is wisdom. Knowing the difference between what deserves your energy and what does not. That is peace. Focusing on what truly matters and letting go of the rest. The chains that hold you back. The greatest threat to your peace is attachment. Attachment to opinions, attachment to people, attachment to situations that no longer serve you. The more attached you are, the more control they have over you. The key to protecting your peace is detachment. Not from love, not from passion, not from purpose, but from unnecessary stress, from unworthy battles, from pointless negativity. You must be willing to walk away from anything that disrupts your spirit, no matter how familiar, no matter how tempting it is to engage. Your destiny is waiting. Will you answer the call? But that doesn't have to be your story. You don't have to live with regret. You don't have to look back one day and wish you had stayed the course. Because right now, at this very moment, you have a choice to stop hesitating, a choice to block out the noise, a choice to step fully into the purpose that was placed inside you before you ever took your first breath. And make no mistake, your purpose is not for everyone to understand. Not everyone will support you. Not everyone will see your vision, and that's okay. Because your purpose wasn't given to them, it was given to you. The proof is in the results. The mistake most people make, they waste too much time explaining their dreams instead of building them. They chase validation. They wait for permission. They look for someone, anyone, to approve of what they're doing. But let me tell you something. Success is the only explanation you need. When you succeed, when you rise, when you win, that is your answer. That is your proof. So stop seeking approval. Stop waiting for the world to clap for you. Stop looking for confirmation that you are on the right path. You don't need validation. You need focus. Stay committed to your purpose and let your results do the talking. The ones who win, they move differently. Discipline is the foundation of focus, because motivation, it will come and go. Some days you will feel unstoppable. Other days you will feel exhausted, unmotivated, even defeated. But the difference between those who succeed and those who don't, the ones who succeed show up anyway. They work when they don't feel like it. They push through when things get hard. They refuse to let temporary emotions dictate their long-term destiny. Because here's the truth. You can't rely on motivation. You can't wait to feel like doing it. You have to build the discipline to stay committed, no matter what. Feelings are temporary, but your purpose, that is forever. Your greatest test. Will you break or will you rise? There will be obstacles. There will be setbacks. There will be moments when you question everything. That's part of the journey. Every person who has ever achieved greatness has faced failure. Every success story is written with chapters of struggle. But the difference, they didn't let failure define them. They didn't let obstacles stop them. They used every setback as a setup for a comeback. And that is exactly what you must do. When things don't go as planned, don't panic. When the road gets tough, don't quit. When doubt creeps in, don't start questioning yourself. Instead, adjust, learn, grow. But never, never lose focus. Because the only real failure is quitting. And as long as you keep going, as long as you keep pushing forward, you are still in the game. The distractions that will try to steal your destiny. People will try to pull you off track. Some will do it intentionally because your success reminds them of their own inaction. Others will do it unknowingly, distracting you with drama, with opinions, with things that add nothing to your progress. And then, there's the biggest distraction of all, yourself. Your own mind will try to play tricks on you. Fear will whisper that you aren't ready. Doubt will tell you that you aren't capable. Insecurity will make you believe you should wait, that you should slow down. But that's a lie. You are ready, you are capable, and you don't have time to slow down. Because while you hesitate, someone else is working. While you overthink, someone else is executing. While you question yourself, someone else is taking the opportunities that could have been yours. The winners don't chase everything. They master one thing. Too many people spread themselves thin. Trying to do too much at once, trying to please too many people, trying to chase too many opportunities. But real success, it comes from focus, mastering your craft, dedicating yourself fully to what truly matters, becoming unstoppable in the thing you were born to do. The ones who win aren't the ones who try to do everything. They are the ones who go all in on the right thing. And those people, they don't let distractions pull them in 100 directions. They pick a path. They commit, and they dominate. Your purpose is your responsibility. No one else will carry it for you. No one is going to wake you up in the morning and force you to work on your dreams. No one is going to hand you success. No one is going to do it for you. If you want it, you have to go get it. You have to put in the work when no one is watching. You have to stay committed even when no one is clapping for you. Because in the end, this is your life, your future, your destiny. And what you do with it, that's entirely up to you. This is your moment. Will you seize it? So ask yourself, how bad do you want it? Are you willing to make the sacrifices? Are you willing to block out distractions? Are you willing to stay focused no matter what? Because if you are, nothing can stop you. There is greatness inside you. There is a purpose that was placed in you for a reason, but it will only be realized if you stay focused, if you refuse to let the world shake you, if you refuse to let distractions pull you away, if you refuse to settle for anything less than what you were meant to be. So lock in, get serious, get disciplined, and don't stop until you reach the level of success you were born for. Because the only way you lose is if you quit. Let go and watch your life transform, holding on to pain, to anger, to resentment. It's like trying to run with chains wrapped around your ankles. You can move, but you'll never reach your full speed. You can climb, but every step will feel heavier than it should. You can try to move forward, but that weight will always pull you back. But the moment you let go, the moment you choose to release what has been slowing you down, that's when everything changes. That's when you step into a new level of freedom, a new level of clarity, a new level of power. Because letting go isn't weakness. Letting go isn't giving up. Letting go is choosing yourself. Are you carrying what was never yours to hold? Too many people walk through life holding on to things that no longer serve them. A grudge that should have been left behind, a past mistake that keeps replaying in their mind, a relationship that has already run its course, a failure that convinced them they'll never be good enough. And they wonder, why am I stuck? Why does it feel like I can't move forward? Why do I feel so drained? But the truth is, they're not stuck because of life. They're stuck because of attachment. Attachment to what went wrong. Attachment to who hurt them. Attachment to an outcome they thought they deserved. And as long as they hold on, they will never be truly free. Because you can't receive new blessings with clenched fists. You can't step into your future if you're still gripping onto your past. The world moves forward. Will you? Life doesn't stop for you to dwell on what happened. It doesn't pause for you to overthink and relive the pain. Time keeps moving, with or without you. And the longer you hold on to things that should have been left behind, the more you rob yourself of today. Some people will spend their entire lives trapped in the memories of what could have been instead of embracing what is. But that doesn't have to be you. You don't have to be a prisoner of your past. You don't have to carry that weight any longer. You can choose to let go. Letting go is power, not surrender. Letting go doesn't mean you forget. It doesn't mean what happened didn't matter. It means you refuse to let it control you anymore. It means you acknowledge the pain, the disappointment, the betrayal, but you release it instead of holding on to it. Because when you hold on to negativity, it owns you. It affects your mood, your energy, your relationships, your peace of mind. But when you let it go, when you finally say, I refuse to carry this any longer, that's when you take your power back. That's when you regain control of your own life. The hardest thing to let go of. People. Sometimes the hardest thing to let go of isn't the past. It's people. People you loved. People you trusted. People who were once a part of your life, but no longer align with where you're going. And it hurts. It hurts to walk away. It hurts to accept that some relationships were only meant for a season. But keeping someone in your life out of attachment instead of alignment, that only leads to suffering. Not everyone is meant to go with you on your journey. Some people were lessons, not lifelong companions. Some people were meant to teach you, not walk with you forever. And the sooner you accept that, the sooner you free yourself from toxic cycles that are only holding you back. Letting go is an act of faith. Faith that what's ahead is better than what's behind. Faith that if something or someone left your life, it was for a reason. Faith that even when things don't go the way you expected, they are still unfolding exactly as they should. Because you can't step into your future while clinging to the past. You can't see new doors opening if you're too busy staring at the ones that closed. You have to trust the process. Trust that every loss, every ending, every closed chapter is leading you to something greater. Because when you truly believe that, letting go stops feeling like losing and starts feeling like winning. This is your choice. Will you take it? A lot of people think letting go just happens, but it doesn't. It's a decision, a daily intentional decision to release what no longer serves you, to stop replaying old conversations in your head, to stop reopening wounds that need to heal, to stop giving energy to things that drain you. It's an active choice to say, I deserve peace. I deserve happiness. I deserve to move forward. And every day you have to reinforce that decision. Every time bitterness tries to creep in, remind yourself, I'm choosing peace instead. Every time you feel tempted to hold on to anger, remind yourself, I'm releasing this for my own good. Because letting go isn't a one-time thing. It's a lifestyle, a mindset, a habit of refusing to let anything, past or present, steal your joy. Stop waiting for closure. Set yourself free. Some of you are waiting for closure before you let go. But let me tell you something. You don't need an apology to heal. You don't need validation to move on. You don't need someone to admit they were wrong for you to free yourself. Because closure is not something someone else gives you. It's something you create for yourself. If you wait for others to give you permission to move on, you might be waiting forever. And meanwhile, they're out there living their lives unbothered, while you're still carrying the weight of what they did. Stop waiting for an apology that may never come. Stop holding your peace hostage to someone else's actions. Choose to let go. Choose to move on. Choose to be free. At the end of the day, holding on to pain doesn't hurt them. It hurts you. It keeps you stuck. It poisons your happiness. And for what? To To prove a point? To hold on to pride? To keep reliving something that no longer serves you? Letting go isn't about them. It's about you. It's about deciding that your peace is more important than your past, that your future is more valuable than your resentment, that your energy is too precious to waste on anything that doesn't elevate you. So release the weight, drop the baggage, free yourself. Because the moment you truly let go, that's the moment you truly begin to live. There will come a time when you are tested. Someone will disrespect you. Someone will betray your trust. Someone will try to humiliate you, pull you down, or make you feel small. And in that moment, you will have a choice. You can react, lash out in anger, meet disrespect with disrespect, let their words and actions pull you into their negativity. Or you can rise. You can choose self-control. You can choose wisdom. You can choose to be untouchable. And let me tell you something. Being the bigger person does not mean letting people walk all over you. It does not mean tolerating disrespect. It does not mean being weak. It means you are strong enough to control yourself. Because real power, true power, is not in retaliation. It's in restraint. It takes nothing to react. It takes nothing to snap back, to argue, to throw negativity right back at them. That's easy. That's what most people do. But what requires real discipline, real strength, real wisdom? Walking away, letting go, choosing peace over pettiness. Because the moment you stoop to their level, they win. The moment you let them pull you into their chaos, they own you. And you can't afford to let someone else's bitterness, someone else's drama, someone else's immaturity control your emotions. So I have a challenge for you, for the next 3 days, every time someone tries to provoke you, don't react. If someone throws a passive-aggressive comment at you, let it pass. If someone tries to pull you into gossip, walk away. If someone disrespects you, pause, breathe, and refuse to engage. Instead of responding immediately, write it down. Log every situation where you would have reacted but didn't. At the end of each day, review what happened. Ask yourself, did their words lose power when I didn't react? Did I feel stronger by choosing peace over chaos? Did I realize how much energy I used to waste on things that don't matter? After 3 days, you'll notice something powerful. You will feel lighter. You will feel stronger. You will feel free. Because when you hold on to negativity, when you let it dictate your mood, you are drinking poison, expecting them to suffer. But they're not suffering, you are. And the only way to free yourself is to rise above it, mastering the art of not reacting. Some people will never change. Some people will never apologize. Some people will never admit they were wrong. And if you're waiting for an apology to find peace, you might be waiting forever. You have to learn to move forward without closure. You have to learn to be okay without validation. Because being the bigger person means choosing growth even when they don't deserve your forgiveness. It means understanding that your future is more important than their drama. Some people are still bitter over things that happened years ago, still angry, still resentful. And what has it done for them? Nothing. Because holding on to the past does not heal you. Letting go does. Your new mindset, the power of silence. For the next week, take on the silence challenge. Every time you're tempted to argue, to defend, to engage in pettiness, choose silence instead. If someone tries to provoke you, smile and walk away. If someone disrespects you, hold your head high and keep moving. If someone doubts you, let your success be the response. Because success is the only clapback you need. Not arguing, not proving yourself, not matching their negativity. Just winning. The greatest revenge is thriving, is showing them that no matter what they throw at you, you are still moving forward, you are still shining, you are still elevating. Because when you stay focused on your purpose, nothing can bring you down. Your final test, will you pass? At the end of the day, you can't control how people treat you. You can't control what they say. You can't control what they do. But you can control how you respond. And your response? That's your power. That's your strength. That's what separates those who stay stuck from those who rise. So don't let small people pull you into small battles. Don't let petty situations take you away from your goals. Stay above it. Stay disciplined. Stay focused. Be the bigger person. Not for them, for you. Because the moment you let go of negativity, the moment you refuse to engage in drama, the moment you choose peace over pride, that's the moment you truly win. Join the challenge. Share your victory. If you're ready to step into your power, take the challenge. For the next 3 days, refuse to react. For the next week, practice the power of silence. Then, share your experience. Comment below what you learned. Use the hashtag #MasterYourPeace and let the world know. You are no longer controlled by negativity. You are no longer a prisoner of pettiness. You are untouchable. Protect your energy. It will define your future. Your environment shapes you more than you realize. The people you talk to, the conversations you entertain, the energy you allow into your space, it's all shaping your mindset, your confidence, your future. You might think you're strong enough to handle negativity, that you can rise above it. But over time, it seeps in. It clouds your vision. It drains your spirit. It pulls you down before you even realize you're sinking. That's why you must be intentional about what you allow into your life, because your peace, your growth, your success depend on it. The wrong people can destroy you. The right people can elevate you. Look around you. Who do you spend the most time with? What kind of energy do they bring? Do they push you to grow, inspire you to be better, challenge you to rise higher, or do they gossip, complain, and drag you into their negativity? Because make no mistake, you become what you surround yourself with. If you spend time with doubters, excuse makers, and people who fear change, you will start thinking the same way. But if you surround yourself with people who are driven, disciplined, and constantly leveling up, you will rise with them. Some of you are holding on to relationships out of habit, not alignment. Just because someone has been in your life for years doesn't mean they belong in your future. Some people thrive on negativity. They are comfortable in their excuses. They live for drama. And if you let them, they will pull you into their storm. They will shrink your vision. They will make you second-guess yourself. And before you know it, you'll be settling for a life far below your potential. But when you surround yourself with the right energy, people who see possibility instead of limitations, people who believe in growth, in resilience, in greatness, everything shifts. You start to think bigger. You start to dream bolder. You start to step into the life you were meant for, because the only limits that exist are the ones you accept. Your mind is the gate. Guard it relentlessly. Your environment isn't just the people around you. It's everything you consume, the books you read, the shows you watch, the social media you scroll through. Every single thing you let into your mind is either helping you or hurting you. Be honest. What are you feeding yourself? Are you consuming negativity, gossip, fear, or are you surrounding yourself with wisdom, knowledge, and inspiration? If you want to change your life, you must change what you allow into your mind. Fill yourself with things that remind you of your power, that speak life into your vision, that fuel your drive to become unstoppable. The reality of doubters, they don't define you. There are people in this world who will try to make you feel small. Who will say your dreams are too big? Who will tell you to be realistic? And if you listen to them, if you let their words get inside your head, you will start to shrink yourself. You will start to doubt your ability. You will start to believe their fears instead of your vision. But let me tell you something. People who doubt your dreams are only projecting their own insecurities. Their limits are not your limits. Their fear is not your reality. So stop explaining. Stop arguing. Stop seeking approval from people who don't even believe in themselves. Just move. Just build. Just win. Because at the end of the day, success is the only response you need. Your challenge: detox your environment. I have a challenge for you. For the next 7 days, I want you to do one thing: audit your environment. Step 1, evaluate your circle. Write down the 5 people you spend the most time with. Are they lifting you higher or pulling you down? Are they filling your mind with possibilities or poisoning it with doubts? Step 2, clean your mental diet. Take a hard look at what you're consuming, the content you watch, the news you follow, the conversations you entertain. Are they feeding your growth or draining your energy? Step 3, set boundaries and mean it. If someone constantly brings negativity into your life, distance yourself. If your social media is full of toxicity, unfollow. If your habits are keeping you in a cycle of stress and exhaustion, change them. Your peace, your growth, your success, It all depends on the energy you allow into your life. You don't owe anyone an explanation for protecting your space. If someone doesn't add value, if they don't inspire growth, if they drain your energy more than they uplift it, it's okay to let them go. Your future is too important to be weighed down by unnecessary negativity. You deserve to be surrounded by people who see the best in you, who encourage you to chase your dreams, who remind you of your greatness when you start to doubt it. And if you don't have those people in your life right now, go find them. Because when you surround yourself with positivity, you are constantly reminded that you are capable, you are worthy, you are unstoppable. Your final test, will you take it? This is your moment, your chance to break free from the negativity that's been holding you back, your chance to rise into the person you were meant to be. So take the challenge. For the next 7 days, detox your environment. Then, share your experience. Comment below what you learned. Use the hashtag #ProtectYourEnergy and let the world know. You refuse to be surrounded by anything less than greatness. You refuse to let negativity define your life. You are stepping into your power fully, unapologetically, and relentlessly. At the end of the day, everything comes down to one truth. Your mind is your greatest weapon or your biggest weakness. And the world? It is full of distractions, full of noise, full of people who will try to shake you, drain you, and pull you off track. But here's the reality. They only succeed if you let them. Because you are in control. You control your emotions, you control your focus, you control what you allow into your mind. And once you realize that, you become unstoppable. Your mind is being trained right now, but are you in control? Every single day, your mind is being conditioned. The question is, what are you conditioning it for? Are you training it for discipline or distraction, for excuses or for action, for resilience or for weakness? Because every thought you entertain, every habit you build, every choice you make is shaping your future. And if you don't take control of your mind, the world will do it for you. And trust me, the world will fill it with fear, with doubt, with mediocrity. That's why you must train your mind like your future depends on it, because it does. You don't get strong by accident. You train for it. You don't build a strong body by going to the gym once in a while. You build it through consistent daily effort. Your mind is no different. If you don't push it, if you don't sharpen it, if you don't protect it, it will become weak, unfocused, and easily influenced. But when you train your mind daily, when you make it a priority to strengthen your thoughts, your focus, your discipline, that's when you unlock your true power. That's when setbacks stop breaking you. That's when failure stops defining you. That's when negativity stops controlling you. Because you've built a mind that is stronger than anything life throws your way. Eliminate all distractions. Set clear goals for the week ahead and commit to executing. And when these 7 days are over, I promise you, you will feel sharper, stronger, more focused than ever before. Weak minds, wait for the right time. Strong minds start now. Some of you are waiting for the right moment to start, waiting until you feel ready, waiting until life slows down. But the truth is, you will never feel ready. The only way to become mentally strong is to start now. Start when it's inconvenient. Start when it's uncomfortable. Start when you don't feel like it. Because discipline is not built in moments of comfort, it's built in struggle. The strongest minds belong to those who prepare for battle before the battle begins. They don't wait for adversity to come before they start strengthening themselves. They train daily. They sharpen their focus daily. They reinforce their discipline daily. So that when challenges come, they don't fold, they dominate. This is the truth. Are you ready to own it? Most people let their minds run on autopilot. They let their thoughts control them instead of controlling their thoughts. They live reactive lives ruled by fear, doubt, and external circumstances. But you are not most people. You are someone who takes control, who trains daily, who builds the kind of mindset that allows you to conquer anything. And that starts with the simple daily disciplines, the small habits that, over time, create greatness. So wake up and feed your mind with power. Refuse to entertain negativity. Challenge the excuses your mind tries to create. Because every single day, your mind is listening to you. Train it to be your greatest weapon, not your biggest weakness. This is your moment. Will you take it? There is no more waiting, no more hesitation, no more excuses. You either take control of your mind or the world will do it for you. You either train daily or you let distractions, negativity, and doubt control your life. So make your choice, make your commitment. Because when you master your mind, you master your life.